guys, what is up? We're back. Monday motivation. Woohoo! I'm trying to get motivated, guys. I really am. But we are back. Welcome back. I am Pamela, aka Scooter Renee. So if this is your first time here, I am your host of tonight's Monday motivation, as well as every Monday motivation that we do actually go live. But welcome in, everybody. I've missed everybody after being off all last week. And definitely the Monday before that, I think. So we're going on the third week of not missing, but it's been 3 weeks since I went live, I think, on Monday. I don't know. Anyways, y'all know what I mean. Let's see. So make sure you do all the YouTube things. You subscribe. See, I'm off. I'm not even with it. That you subscribe to my channel. If you haven't already, make sure you do a thumbs up and ring the bell for all notifications so you will know when I go live. Things are going to be kind of sporadic for, I don't know. So make sure you do have the notifications turned on. I'll go over that here in just a little bit. And then also, I want to welcome those new people. If you are new, let me know that you're new to my channel. This is your first time to be here. For Monday Motivation. I would greatly appreciate that if you are new. Also, all my OGs, welcome back. Glad to see you again. Again, I have missed all of you. And the playback crew. Again, guys, if you can't catch me live, you can always watch the playback later. So you don't have to be live with me when I'm live. But, of course, I would love to have you here. So let's see who we have in chat right now. Welcome, everybody. Good to see you. Tammy was here earlier, and I pinned her comment at the top as well. Congratulations on reaching 2,000. Now let's get you to 2,500. That's right. Woo-hoo! Selena, welcome in. Glad to see you. I think you were second in here. And then we got Jimmy Mack. When are you coming back? Is back with us tonight. Woo-hoo! Lisa D, welcome in. Glad to see you, buddy. Darlene Priest for your family, and congrats on the 2K subs. Thank you so much, Darlene. Good to see you. I sent you the notes, by the way. We got Nancy Smith in the house. Hey, Nancy, welcome in. Glad to see you. Let's see. Okay, I think I got through everybody. If I did not say hello to you, hello, yell at me. Let me know I didn't say your name or whatever. But I think I've got everybody so far. More people will come in as they get the notification and everything. So, yep. And then there's Tammy. So there we go. All right, guys. So I no longer have to tell y'all or remind y'all. I haven't updated my subscriber count there. But we've hit 2,000. I'm so excited. So we will be doing the huge giveaway. I'll be talking more about that here in just a minute. But yay, I don't have to make that announcement anymore. Shorts on YouTube. Monthly hashtag giveaway for May has started. So if you have not done this before, I always start usually, snuck one in on y'all this past month. Starts with the winner. For the April announcement and the new hashtag. So usually I just announce the winner, and that's how y'all know when we start a new one. So I kind of switched it on you, I think, this month. Also, those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, if you're brand new to that or you haven't quite figured it out, all I do is I do a YouTube short video, post it to my channel. At least every other day or so. I try not to do it every day because I don't want to be too boring you guys or whatever. But I'll say a hashtag word in that video. You have to watch the video to know what the hashtag word of the day is. You'll comment below that video with the hashtag and whatever word it is that I give you. And then you get entered to the monthly drawing. Last month was Michelle Lawing. So I don't know if she's in here yet, but she got free shipping for the month of May, so I can't wait to see who wins this month as well. And also remember that only the shorts that I create in the month that we're in, so only the ones in May will count towards the May drawing. And it's also 1 entry per video. So don't go in there hashtag and hashtag and hashtag. No, 1 entry. And I am a little hard on my entries. You got to have the word, not a number. If I give a number or whatever, you got to have it how I tell you in the video. Otherwise, it doesn't count. And you have to have it in before midnight at the last day of the month, right? All right, guys. So, again, if you have not heard, we finally hit the 2,000 mark in subs. I'm so excited. A round of applause. Woohoo! Waiting for the rest of this week to make sure it stays above 2,000. Please continue to share and sub if you haven't yet. I'm waiting on a couple of more prizes to arrive, and then we'll do a huge celebration of 2,000 giveaway. So stay tuned. I'm hoping maybe next week we can possibly do that because I know the rest of my stuff is supposed to be coming in by the end of this week. So 2,000 subs will equal $2,000 value of prizes. So you definitely do not want to miss out. So update on my brother, guys. Thank you everyone that's been praying, that has reached out to me and so forth. He is home as of last Friday, and he is now on hospice. Hey, Wing and a Prayer, welcome in. I can't remember what your real name is, but you might just want to be known as Wing and a Prayer. So welcome in. Glad to see you. There will be no more chemo for him as well. So as I stated in my short today, if you did catch that and you got your entry in, it's now just a matter of time and what God's will be for my brother. So I have peace with all of this, but to be honest, guys, I'm really struggling. I did not even want to do tonight, if I'm perfectly honest. I told Robert, matter of fact, yesterday I felt defeated already for the week. But I'm struggling in ways I never thought I would again. And it's a different kind of struggle as well. So I'm trying to figure this all out in my head because it's different with my brother than what it was with my parents. And of course, I'm still struggling, I'm still grieving from them. So it's just one big bag of emotions for me right now. It's something that I know that I have to work through myself and at my own pace and my own time, along with the help of my therapist and everything. But all that to say, there might be times where I will just cancel a show because I just can't deal with what's going on around me, or it might be because of something that's happened with my brother. So I just ask for patience at this time for everything, my shows, my shipping, and so forth. And I also always ask for continued prayers. They would be much appreciated as well. So let me make sure I've not missed anybody. Let's see. So it stopped at Tammy. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome in. Glad to see you, Wing and Prayer. Yeah, yesterday I was really quiet. I slept a lot yesterday. Probably Robert would tell you the same. Thank you, Nancy. Appreciate you. Yep, always try to do that though. Always try to put that strong front on and everything, but there's some days I just don't feel as strong, right? Yes. No. There's a lot of us that's been through that here in the past year. Just seems like it's one thing after another. Thank you, Lisa D. Hey, Jeffrey, welcome in, buddy. Good to see you. Thank you, Jimmy. I appreciate that. I have a hard time giving myself permission to not do what I've scheduled and so forth. Oh, I'm glad you're okay. Did we ever find out what happened to your foot, Selena? Did we? Or did I just get pushed off to the side? Right, Darlene? I think of you quite often because I I saw your Mother's Day post yesterday, Darlene, and I was just like, oh, I totally get it. Amen, Lisa. Amen. Yep. I usually lean on my husband and still obviously do not get me wrong. But I've also learned to kind of lean on Tammy and some of my other really good friends and so forth. If y'all didn't know, Buddha Chick was here this past week. And of course, she was here last Wednesday night when I got news on my brother. So it was nice to be able to have Rita and Tammy around me when I got the news of what was going on with my brother and everything. And, it just made it that much more easier a little bit. I don't know. I'm fumbling over my words. Yay! Happy birthday, Jeffrey. Happy birthday. Awesome. They said it's been broke before, but not now. Of course not now, Selena, right? Update, couple other updates. My hearing, it is, I got bad report when I went in for my checkup, hoping that it was a whole bunch of gunk in there messing up my hearing, but no, my hearing's gotten a little worse. So they're ordering a CT scan, which won't be until July, to see if the prosthesis has slipped. If it has, then I have to have another surgery. If it hasn't, I don't know what we're going to do. And then right now I'm debating on if I'm going to get to do neck surgery in September or what I want to do on that route. So a whole lot of things going on, a whole lot to think about. And it's just, yesterday I just didn't want to think. So Lisa D, you didn't miss much. Not at all. We were on for maybe 15 minutes Wednesday night, and then I got the news of my brother, and Tammy ended it very quickly. So, that's what all went down. All right, guys. So tonight's topic is beware of the driftwood. And what in the world does this mean, and why are we even talking about driftwood? Like, driftwood to me is very, very, when it's being cleaned and polished up, or maybe not even polished up, but just, it's been cleaned up and everything. It's just, to me, a stunning piece of art or woodwork or whatever. It's awesome. But we all know what driftwood is, right? Driftwood, we all know what that is. If you do not know what driftwood is, it's a piece of wood that has been washed onto a shore or beach of a sea or the lake or river by the action of the winds, the tides, and the waves. Probably some of the most beautiful art pieces or tables that are made with driftwood are very, very stunning to me. I absolutely love it. Sorry, something popped up on my phone. I didn't know what it was. So what does this mean for us in our lives and what we live, and how does driftwood, beware of driftwood, what in the world does that even mean to us, and so forth, as we are going through day-to-day life. But first, y'all know, positive spot thought, we gotta always have it, right? That's right. Awesome wings. Yes. Driftwood weathers a storm. So the positive spot thought is a life that hasn't a definite plan is likely to become driftwood. A life that hasn't a definite plan is likely to become driftwood. For everything you have missed, you have gained something else. And for everything you gain, you lose something else. It is about your outlook towards life. You can either regret or rejoice. So, guys, I will be talking to myself a lot tonight, so don't feel like I'm picking anybody out of the crowd or anything like that. If I point my finger, I've got 3 pointing back at me. Y'all know how I am. This is just as much for me as it is for you. Right, Jimmy? Yes. Thank you, Jeffrey. So, believe it or not, did you know that we can be like driftwood? we can, while the wood piece itself is so beautiful, by the time it reaches land, it can also be not a good thing as a person. So we can be beautiful on the outside and inside, but as we are drifting along and letting things affect our lives, things are coming at us that we have no control over as well. If we let that driftwood happen too much, it can definitely not be a good thing for us. Many people in our lives are driftwood. They go where, and y'all will know what I'm talking about when I say this, they go where life takes them. Que sera, fly by the seat of your pants. I'm one of those people, but with a twist. They do not make decisions that alter their course. And ultimately, their condition becomes a result of what life does to them. So basically, they are just sitting there, drifting along, and just letting what happen will happen instead of taking control of what happens to them. And then, kind of like, how you'll hear some people that retire, they'll just sit there and watch the paint dry. They're not doing anything. And so, those people that tend not to be active after retirement will end up usually passing away at a much earlier age because they didn't keep active, they didn't keep doing things, they just sat there and watched the paint dry. A lot of people also have a hard time with retirement just because they're so used to going that they don't know what to do afterwards. But I've also heard that a lot of people are a lot more busier in retirement and didn't know how they got it all done while holding a job at the same time before retirement. So, again, it all depends on what you make of it, right? So let's look at ourselves for a moment. Our lives. Are you driftwood floating down the river alive? Just going wherever that river is taking you? Do you let life make decisions for you? Or do you let it wear you down sometimes? If you notice when you have, I wish I would have had an example and I didn't think about grabbing it. When you have driftwood, you notice that there are, what do you call it, like creases, rivets in it and stuff, from the wear of the water and so forth, and the wind and everything, and probably while sitting on the beach or whatever sandbar, there's wear on it. Just like we can have wear on us as well. And I'm not talking about the typical, you don't know what to eat for dinner. That's mine and Robert's argument every night. Or which way to travel type of decisions. So like when Robert and I go sourcing, he's like, where do you want to go this weekend? I don't know. What did you think of? Well, I thought about going here is what he'll say, because he usually got a general idea what he's thinking. I just want to be with you. I don't care where we go, what we do. I'm good. And then same thing with dinner. What we having for dinner tonight? Well, I don't know. What do you want for dinner? Of course, it's the same old stuff here. It's like, okay, we had that last week, had that last night. We'll cook whatever. We made that last week, whatever. And of course, Robert's the cookie. He's that too. He's the cooker of our family, of being him. So I'm good on my own. I know how to go through thing of ramen noodles in a microwave or come up with something for myself to eat. But if Robert doesn't cook, we don't eat. So thanks to Pamper Chef. Pamper Chef run my cooking for me. So I love to bake. I still like to bake, but as far as cooking, no. But what I am talking about, what tonight's topic is about how decisions that can affect your life or alter your life because of a decision that you made about life or even about your own business. So, a lot of this I try to direct towards being running our own business as well, not only just life, but people that are resellers or any other type of business that you run. That's what I usually try to reference as well. Cookies, COOKIES. Yes, Jimmy. Jimmy, I can't wait to retire. Golly, I cannot wait to retire. But you never know what God has in store, right? So, why are so many people driftwood? The simplest answer is because it's easy. And it very well is easy just to sit there and let life take you wherever it may. Remember, I've said before, people that think, oh, this looks like fun doing these auctions and reselling and sourcing. This looks like it'd be so much fun. I would like to do it. Or people that build houses. Hey, that looks good. I could save money if I built my own house. Whatever it may be, that people do well at, is that if it was easy, everyone would be doing it, right? That's why you see a lot of resellers come and go. That's why you see businesses fail and everything, because they thought, oh, hey, maybe not necessarily that it's easy, but hey, if they can do it, I can do it, right? We can all do it. But that's just simply not the case. But it is the do nothing option. It is easier not to make choices, not to be wrong, not to be embarrassed, and it's just simply easy to be lazy. And as I say that, I think about dinner, because that's mine and Robert's biggest thing. It's easier for me not to make the choice. I like for Robert to make the choice. I don't want to be wrong. So if he's disappointed, then it's on him, not me. And I don't want to be embarrassed if I pick a place that was really not the right place to go to. Again, it's all on him, not me. So that's my justification for it. But let me ask each of you a question. And I want answers in the chat. Y'all know I like to involve y'all everywhere, whenever I can. If you do nothing differently, if you are where you are today and you are doing nothing differently to your life, as of this year, as of this day, this month, where do you think you'll be next year? That's the question. Where do you think you will be next year? If you just drift along and just don't do anything. Any guesses? I bet, Selena, that's got to be hard. Now, are yours mostly brought on because of flashing lights, strobe lights, things like that, that can kind of set you off? I was watching a movie last weekend. It'd been on a while. It's the bad, or what is it? Return of the Bad Seed. It's about that little girl. They had the first one and they had the second one come out. And the second one, apparently her friend has epileptic seizures, and she sent her this attachment and it was flashing lights. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what if somebody is watching this that has that same type of deal? I mean, no telling how many people you're setting off, right? My hope is to win. Working at the market and making quilts is where I'll be. But again, if you do nothing, you're not at the market, Jimmy. You're not quilting. You're not winning, Nancy. Exactly, Wing and Prayer. Yes. You are going to be at the exact same place that you are today. It's where you're going to be. There will be no growth, as Wing and Prayer said. There will be no growth whatsoever of any kind, spiritually, maturity, business-wise, personal, so forth and so on. There would be none of that. You would just be right where you were a year ago. So you're going to be at, as I said, the exact same place as you are today. So who here wants to be Driftwood? I mean, yeah, it's a beautiful piece of wood, but or would you rather set your own course for the destination of your choice? And Jimmy, that's okay. You can still want to be there, but you got to make sure you do the right things to make sure you are still there. It's another way to look at that. Yes. Got you, Selena. Got you. I forgot about that. So I know for me, I want to set my destination. I don't want to just go with the flow and, hey, I'm not going to have an auction tonight. Just if I sell something, I sell something. If I don't, oh well, no big deal. I'm going to keep pushing. I'm going to keep trying new things to add to my growth as far as my numbers, as far as myself, as far as what I think success is and everything. I'm going to do the things I need to do in order to keep going up. So how do we go about not being driftwood, especially when we see pieces of it coming into our lives? Because we all will see those pieces. And unfortunately, right now, my pieces have been death of loved ones, my own thought process, things like that. We're going to kind of go over what some of those are, what type of driftwoods can be, where it affects you. There are many ways to chart your own course in the waters of life. Some can be as simple as making choices and taking action instead of letting life do it for you. So even with my husband, not last week before last, I'm like, hey, what do you think about Wendy's tonight? We eat out a lot. I will tell you, we do eat out a lot. So I was like, hey, what do you think about Wendy's tonight? And he's like, sounds good to me. And I was like, well, I'll pick it up. And then the next night it was, what do you think about David's? I'll pick it up on my way home, because generally he's home around 3-ish or so. And so, but I was like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and put the answer out there, what I want, and make the choice for us. Not, but I'm always so quick to add that. But if you rather have something else, I'm okay with that too. That's right, Wing and Prayer. Never stop trying to grow. Continued learning experience. Yes. So there are 8 best ways to avoid being or becoming driftwood. Number 1. Again, I feel like the finger is so pointing at me on this one. Make decisions. Our society has conditioned us to not make decisions. I was like, yeah, my mom was one of those. My mom didn't ever want to, have any type of, that's what I'm looking for. Didn't ever want to have any type of confronting controversy, whatever you want. I can't even think right now. Confrontations, that's it. So she would just let my dad, my stepdad make whatever decision needed to be made financially, food, shopping, whatever. She would just let, those things be made. Now, granted, when we need to make a decision, we can. I do really well when it comes to my business. When I'm at work, I can make decisions. It's just when I get around Robert, I don't want to. So, and I know this one is a toughie for me when it comes to dinner and where to eat, as I've said. But the main reason why the society has made us feel like we're conditioned not to make decisions is because we feel shame if we are wrong at something. Also, with so many options, we think that if we make a choice, we will miss the next better option. I think this is where FOMO comes in us resellers. And if you don't know what FOMO is, it's fear of missing out. So I'll be like, I don't need to go to an estate sale this weekend. I really don't. I need to just save my money. But then little by little, that little voice is inching in going, but what if you missed that one thing you've been looking for? What if you missed that one big sale that they're having? And then I'm like, okay, we'll go for a little bit and look. I'm not going to buy anything. I just want to look. Yeah, never works out. But that is the reason why. Is I'm afraid I'm going to miss out on something that was so good that I could have had if I had went, even though I don't know what that thing is. The mind games that we play with ourselves is hysterical sometimes. The reality is that there are very few, if any, decisions in life that cannot be changed at a later time. And I was like, oh, I never thought about it that way. I can really change my mind. And if you think about this, something as women, we all know all too well about changing our minds, But I kind of was like, oh, that kind of gives me a little bit of comfort that, okay, so if I say I want David's right now, I could say I want Wendy's when it comes down to it, even though Robert will be frustrated, but I can change my mind, you know. So make your choices, be bold, and set your own path. It feels good, and yes, you can change your mind later. Okay, number 2, do something extra. That's awesome, Selena. I'm just right behind you, girl. Just right behind you. So number 2 is do something extra. One of the best ways to ensure you are getting to your destination is to do just a bit more, just a little bit more. Too often we are just satisfied with the status quo. And my girls will vouch. Some of my friends will vouch. I've always said I do not want to be status quo. I don't want to just be sitting here going, okay, I'm where I need to be in life, and I'm okay just to be at status quo. No, I always want more for myself. I always want to be doing more, being more, doing more challenges, you know, things like that. I don't ever want to just be mediocre or okay, which is where life is at the moment, you know, or for the rest of my life, be okay with it. But we are just satisfied with that. A lot of people are. So no one wants to compete with the Joneses anymore. I mean, think about it. Back in the day, it was okay, they got a house, I want a bigger house. They got a boat, I want a bigger boat. They got a car, I want a sports car. You know, whatever it may be. If you really look around, there's not so much of that anymore. There's no more of keeping up with the Joneses. I feel like I could be totally wrong, but in my opinion, you don't see that as much. Instead of being status quo, push yourself to do that one more thing. I do this a lot at work, but I call it eat the big frog. Do that one extra step. And over time, these little one steps that you think you're making will put you so far down the course, you'll be astounded at how far you have gotten. So do that one more task before leaving work. Here lately, I've just not wanted to answer the phone. And of course, the phone is the livelihood of the business. So you got to answer the phone, right? And so it's like, okay, I'm going to call that one client back that will keep me on the phone probably for 30 minutes. And I'll go ahead and call them today so then I just don't have to deal with it tomorrow. But again, that's doing one more thing to put me ahead of the game. And then tomorrow I'll be like, oh, I'm so glad I made that call yesterday because now I can do this. Or whatever it may be. A lot of times I feel so much better that I went ahead and did it the day before because now I can concentrate on something different, something even better. So finish that one more item at home. It will pay off in spades. I know it does for myself. I just need to keep doing it. So I know I can relate to that. How about the rest of you? About making an effort. That's right. Yes. And Selena, you are awesome when you go live. Exactly. Push yourself a little bit out of your comfort zone each day, and it becomes easier and easier. Tammy still gets nervous about going live without me or Elisa. God forbid she has to do it without us. But she does phenomenal. She does great. So it's like, you just got to keep doing it. And I told her, I said, sometimes mama bird just got to push the baby bird out of the nest just so you'll do it, you know? I'm like, I can easily give you the answer that you're looking for, but I'm going to push you. Not that I don't want to help, you know, or anything, but, you know, I just feel like for myself, especially, I'm more hands-on type person. So I feel like if I push that person to kind of take on their own and try to figure it out, they get stuck. Okay, figure out where you're stuck at. If for some reason you are still 2 minutes into it and you're still stuck, then by all means reach out. But a lot of times we can figure those things out if we just take a second. So do something extra. And number 1 was make decisions. Number 3, do something different. She does, doesn't she, Selena? Cool Ranch, there's my buddy. There you are. That's okay. You're fine. But do something different. We all need to face it. We can always get used to always doing the same thing, the same routine every morning. We all pretty much probably do have a same routine in some way or another. So let me tell you about mine. But first, let's celebrate Lisa D. Lost another 8 pounds, 3 pounds from her next goal, and starting a new goal. Awesome, Lisa D. Way to go. Yes. Okay. So my routine in the morning, I get up, I use the bathroom, I take my medication, I put my makeup on, I let Bella outside, and this is in order. I fix breakfast. Sometimes I might take a shower first thing, but anyways, a lot of times, usually I take my shower the night before. Fix breakfast, watch a little TV while I eat, and then I go and brush my teeth. I do my hair, get dressed, give Bella her treats, and out the door I am leaving for work. And it's in that same order every day. So how many of you that work always park in the same place or go shopping and you park at the same spot at the store all the time? But those of us that work, we park in the same space at work. In fact, I get infuriated when someone's in my parking space because, yes, it has my name on it. Duh. Or you order the same thing when you eat out because you're too afraid to try something new. And if you do what you have always done, as we said earlier, you will always get the same results. So just real quick about making a difference. Now, today I went to a place called Everbowl. If you have not heard of Everbowl, oh my gosh, you need one in your town if you don't have one. Ours just opened up like 2 weeks ago. And I learned about it through my core wellness group of people. They told me what it was and where it was, and it's just so much of yummy goodness. Love it. It's all clean. It's natural. No dairy, no gluten, no raw sugar, not refined sugar. It's just all good for you. And you can make a mile out. Yes, today, Tammy. In fact, I had it in my car. But today I decided, okay, I want to try a Blue Lagoon. But on the safe side, I'm going to go ahead and order the Everbowl as well so I can have it later, just in case I didn't like what I had for lunch. It was yummy, but the Everbowl is my favorite, and so that's what I'll be having for snack tonight when we get done. I try to be organized. Try, and try. If you can see this lovely mess behind me, I mean, it's just everywhere right now. The family marathons, always I get stuff all over the place. Right? Yes, it becomes very addicting. And in fact, it's because I gotta have the winning bid. It's like I know I don't need that third hand towel, but by gosh, I want to be the winner of the hand towel. Yes, very feeling healthy. Yes. Selena, it's like they have what they call their base, so it can be oh my gosh, I wish Rita was here. ACAI base. I call it Acai, but I know that's not what it's called. So that's one of the bases which I love. They have some blue base. They have chai pudding, different kinds of things. That's your base. And then on your second area, you get like granola or the chai pudding. That's where chai pudding comes in. But they have like 7 bases, something like that. Vanilla, cocoa, wow, something like that. But it's all good superfood stuff that you should be eating. But it's almost like an ice cream, like a yogurt type. Gelato, Tammy said, is probably as close as you can get to what the base is like. But it's so freaking good. I love it. And then you got granola or chai pudding as your other layer. A lot of times I get granola. Today I got both. The Everbowl, I can only talk about the ones that I've had. The Everbowl has strawberries, blueberries and bananas. And this is all fresh. It hasn't, been somewhere before coming there or been sitting out forever or anything like that. It's all fresh stuff. And oh my gosh, it's so freaking good. And then to Asia, right? Is that how you say it? And then the Blue Lagoon today had some sort of blue base. It was okay. It had the vanilla that was super yummy. And one other one, papaya, I think is what it had as the base. And then it had the granola, which was supposed to have been the chai pudding. I said, that's okay, put both. I'll have the best of both worlds. And then that one had pineapple, strawberries, is what's supposed to have on top. And she accidentally put bananas in there. She's about to take them out. I'm like, no, leave it. I'll just have that as well. So, and then coconut shavings on top of it. So it is just so good. If you are a fruit lover, you will love it. Check it out. See if you got one in your area. I can't wait till they become just as popular as 7 Brew, Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts. I'll be so very happy to have one here in Maumelle. Yes, you can make your own, and I'm not that daring. Rita was. I'm not. No. All right. It was so good. If you are a fruit lover, it was right up my alley. So back to this. Do something different to jumpstart your life and your creativity. Do something differently each day. It will surprise you how little changes will have dramatic impacts on your life. Number 4 is to do something physical. Probably my least favorite of the 8. Working out is one of the best medicines. I know this. I was doing it back before April of last year. It was. I would have preached it. I would have shouted out. Not so much today. It energizes your body. I was just as tired, though, when I went in as when I got done. But I get it. It energizes your mind. It pumps you up. If you lazily float down the river of life, you will become. I don't like this. I think this is actually animalness. I don't know if that's the right word or anything, but because it says if you float down the river of life, you'll become a sloth. Well, hello. Not sure why we're picking on sloth lovers, but but choose to be active and you'll be amazed at the results. So do something physical. Number 5, have a hobby. As it has been said before, you don't have time not to have a hobby. That might not, I don't know. Hobbies are not mere pastimes. I exercise my mouth. Does that count? Yes. I like the way you think, Selena. Yes, I am working out. Cheese and crackers for supper. I know, the spirit animal. I am such a sloth. So that's why I feel like I'm being picked on in this. When I was researching all this and everything, our hobbies are interests. They define us, and whether it may be golfing, collecting, gardening, blogging, scrapbooking, anything like that, hobbies are one of the best ways to ensure that you have a passion with which you can grow. Reading, I think, would also count. I used to love to read. I need to get back into it and read more than what I do. So, number 6, interact with someone new. This one is related to do something different, but it involves reaching out to a person that you would not have normally. How many of us finds this one to be easy? Who is that person at the office that you have passed for 2 years and never greeted? Reach out to someone that you feel animosity towards. I was like, say what? The best way to make an enemy a friend is to do something nice for them. I would say that's very true when it comes to my husband's ex-wife. Having a grandbaby changes a lot of things. You may learn something about someone new and about yourself. And I will have to tell y'all, two of my best girlfriends that I had since growing up, when I first met them, I thought they were stuck up. I thought they were snobs in the beginning. Didn't want anything to do with them or anything like that. In fact, my friend that lives in Indiana, we were riding the bus, and she's like, "Can I sit up here?" Because we were getting assigned seats at the time. And I was like, "Well, you can, but you sit over there." But until I got to know them, they pretty much know just about everything there is about me since age 12. So they have been with me ever since. So we are looking at 30 plus, 40 plus years now. I mean, it's just nuts to think that two, and they're the only ones that I've stayed in contact with since high school for the most part, or junior high and all that. They're the only ones I keep in contact with. But they're my best of friends, and it's the ones I thought that were my enemies that became my best of friends. Whatever, Cool Ranch. Now you know why I came and saw you, right? I wanted to make you my friend, and what was it? What did I even say? Something about enemy. All right, number 7, be in control of your time. This is probably the one, it does catch people by surprise if you're kind to them, especially when they think you wouldn't be. But the being in control of your time, that one has probably become one of my biggest things in the past year. And so when I say be in control of your time, do you let others steal your time, or do you defend your time? This is something that I'm trying to be better at doing, because if you let others monopolize your time, they will take it. What's the old saying? If you give them 1 inch, they'll take all 11. If you stand up for your time, people will also respect it. Being in control of your own time is essential to ensuring that you can do what you want to do. So Tammy knows that every other weekend, I'll be up there at the flea market helping out. But every other weekend I'm not up there is with Robert. Robert demands every other weekend. That is my time with my man. And there's a lot of days I can't wait to get home from work, just so I can be with Robert. But there are a lot of times I stop by the flea market too. So it's balancing that time, finding that good balance, you know. How come I didn't know about these? Yes. What you see now is how I've been my whole life. I was silly and loved to make people smile and laugh. You're awesome, Selena. You always make me laugh and smile when I watch you when you're live. You do, Tammy. I will agree with that. You want the whole enchilada. You want the whole 12 inches. Yep. Mm-hmm. She does. She's not lying, guys. She's being honest and real. Oh, my goodness. We got Selena spitting again. So we're doing our job tonight, guys. Good job. So be in control of your time. And then number 8 is be positive. Yeah, this one I was pointing the finger back at myself yesterday. Positive attitude always wins, even in a losing situation, which is hard to do sometimes. Most 100% definitely true. You can make mistakes and still be positive. You can lose and still be positive. I think, okay, guys, I can't remember. I don't know if all y'all know this, but I love me some Rocky movies. My absolute favorite Rocky movie of all time is Rocky 4. Absolute favorite. I prefer it over 1, 2, and 3, and 5, obviously. 3 wasn't too bad, Mr. T and Hulk Hogan and all that. I like 1 and 2 because of Creed and everything. But 4 with the Russian is my absolute favorite. My absolute favorite. But I think Rocky is the one that said it best when it comes about being positive. It's not about how hard you can get hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. And that is how winning is done. absolute favorite thing. It's not about how hard you can get hit. It's about how hard you can get hit, but still keep moving forward. No matter how many times you get hit in the face, no matter how many KOs, get back up and keep moving forward. Fall forward, guys. Fall forward. Yes, I love this dodo bird beside me. Is it Homer? That's right. Keep moving forward no matter what. That's why I've been keep repeating to you guys. I want to fall forward so I can see what I'm falling towards, right? I don't want to fall backwards, because if I fall backwards, I'm just going to see what's in the past. I want to fall forward so I can keep my goal in front of me. So here is your chance to make a choice. Are you going to choose your own path? Or are you going to let life take you where it wants? Make a choice. Any choice. Go out there and do what you want to do. Don't be Driftwood. And that's the end of that little speech there. Anything you guys would like to talk about? Any questions? Anything coming up? That's right. Exactly, Wing and Prayer. That's right. Even if you have to fall forward, you can get up from there and continue on. Yes. Will you make sure you tell Homer Fart Blossom that I'll be happy to see him tomorrow night? I miss him. It's been a while. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Next Monday's motivation, providing everything goes okay this week. Robert will be on with me. It's been 1 year since, he doesn't know this yet. I haven't told him. Why would I? It's been 1 year since he started helping me out this month. So we've been doing this for a whole year now. I can't believe it. So he's going to come on with me next Monday. We're going to discuss some of the things that he thought about before he started helping me, some things that he thinks now, things that he might change, or, what it's like to be not only married to a reseller, but also now being involved in the throes of reselling and everything. So if y'all have questions, please make sure you send them to me in a DM, an email, whatever. I would love to ask those questions to Robert. So if you have any that you would like to ask him, just message me, let me know. Again, guys, thank you for being here tonight. I'm actually glad I came on. I'm glad I made myself do it. So y'all always make me feel so much better than what I did before I came on. But thank you for being patient with me as I go through another valley, along with other things of life, that gets thrown at you. Again, we will do the huge giveaway, hopefully in 1 week, depending on when the rest of my items arrive. And of course, what happens with my brothers. So I will definitely keep y'all updated. If I don't keep you updated, Cool Ranch is usually really good about updating you guys for me if I can't get to YouTube or the shorts or whatever. Usually Cool Ranch is pretty good about letting y'all know what's going on in my life. So make sure you stay tuned. I will try to keep y'all updated through shorts, more than likely, or at least a post. Tomorrow night, Roadflow and I'll be back to do warehouse clearance sale, where everything will start as $1. I know, crazy, right? I will be bringing different stuff for you to see. Wednesday night, we'll be back on my channel with Hometown Country Marketplace with Tammy, the Dream Chaser. And then Thursday night, we'll be back on my channel as well with Roadflow and Cool Ranch Doritos. So plenty of times for you to come back and hang out with me this week. Again, everything is tentative day by day. So make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you have marked for all notifications so you know that when I go live, I am live. Or if something changes, you get that notification as well. I know, Cool Ranch. I know. All right, guys. Thank you again. You all have a great rest of your Monday evening. For some of us, it's almost over with. But have a great rest of your Monday evening and rest of the week if I don't see you at one of the auctions or in chat. But guys, remember, Don't be a driftwood, and let's keep on doing this thing. Bye, guys.